are back. We're so sorry about the technical difficulties. This is part 2 of our forgiveness. We hope you guys are able to join back in on us. And we will be going back in to see what the question was. We know we had a couple that we wanted to hit during this live. So, we're back.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
We left you for a little bit. Come on back in. Come on back in with us, you guys.
Yes.
We're sitting here. We're waiting on you.
Yes. But, and just to recap before so they can join again, we were talking about that fight or flight, concept, where if, something's going on, a horrible boiling situations going on, it's good. That's a great concept to import in your, situation, when things are going bad or a situation or a person is, that is a great concept to have.
It is. And I'm adding them back in. So as you recapping, that's all.
Okay. And we talked about, another thing we talked about was that forgiveness, and the word forgiveness is the word give.
Yes.
And you have to have that willingness.
Mm-hmm.
You got to, volunteer to give while you're hurting. That right there is like a point you should just write down. This is what forgiveness is.
Mm-hmm.
You got to really look at them like, am I ready to give while I'm still hurting?
That's
true. That's one of the definitions. That is what forgiveness it is. That's one of the definitions, that it is. And another thing we talked on, when the situation does happen, we talked about the first step is process.
That's right.
So we're going to process what happened, and then after we process that and say, wait, did that just happen? You ask yourself these questions during this process, and then you try to figure out, well, hey, what type of support do I need when I'm getting ready to do that process? And that's kind of like a recap of where we are. And what we said was, if that support that you need, what we're doing is, forgiveness is a heavy topic. It's a lot that a lot of people struggle with. I myself, struggle with forgiveness. Mm-hmm. That's why I don't say a lot of words a lot of time, because I don't want to apologize. But I'm working on that.
Hey.
I am. Hey, ain't nobody perfect. I'm working on that.
Mm-hmm. Because that's true.
It is.
Because
that's real life.
That really is.
That's real life.
Process.
Ooh,
yes.
Gab.
It definitely shows.
Yes, Gabrielle.
It sure does. Yes, it does.
Process definitely. It shows maturity.
It definitely does.
That willingness. That not waiting for, like, man, I gotta cave in,
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it.
That's like what Leandra was saying.
That's what Leandra was saying. That's right.
Yes.
Like, shoot, I want to hold it. I don't want to cave in. I'm mad. But that right there shows maturity. If you're able to do that, if you're able to approach a situation that has hurt you like this, that will show maturity and growth.
And that's why it's so heavy.
That's why it's so heavy.
Because, when you think about just life in general, when you mature, it takes a lot of work.
Yes.
It really does. And, and in that, when we're talking about far as it being heavy, this is so true, but we still need to find peace with what happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Forgiveness is like no small affair. Like we were saying, it's no small affair. We cannot just rationalize, or manipulate or bully yourself into feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's different for everyone, different for each individual. Like she was saying, like sometimes you struggled with forgiveness.
Yeah. In
the beginning, I never had struggled with forgiveness. I used to forgive so easily, but then it came. And there was the struggle. You know what I'm saying? So it takes practice, for some. And then for others, it's like, yeah, I need a lot of work on this.
Yes.
However, I'm still willing to release, myself from holding on to, the past.
Mm-hmm.
In your forgiveness, you may have, to find some positive distractions.
Mm-hmm.
That might include like what? Meditation. I think meditation is good, y'all. Sometimes, 5 to 7 minutes, you might need 10 or 15, 20 minutes. Like whatever it takes, to get your mind off of it,
Mm-hmm.
So like even reading.
Yes.
Reading a book.
Yes.
Exercising with a buddy. Now I'm not gonna say exercise by yourself because your mind will still go, you need a buddy.
Yeah.
Exercise with a buddy. Now we are not saying that this will make the thoughts forever go away.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's just, soon as you be done meditating or reading that book or done exercising, the thoughts might come right back up.
Mm-hmm.
The point of us saying this is so that you can recognize and understand that going forward, you can go forward without the act in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
That is a possibility.
That is. So
Mm-hmm.
we're still talking about this process.
Yeah.
And so don't beat yourself up
Mm-mm.
if you need that support and in that area, because support is necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Support is necessary to get us to the next step. And that next step is embracing. That's number 2. Embracing. We talked about 1, which is
Mm-hmm.
processing. And then we are now going to embrace the foregoing of the act. She talked about moving forward.
Yes.
And I
That's
want you guys
interesting.
to write that word forgive on your papers. And then put this, number 2, embracing the foregoing of the act. Because you are going forward
Yes. Mm-hmm.
without the act in the forefront of your mind. Y'all hear all those fours?
Forward.
That is tied to forgiveness. We're going forward,
Yes,
ladies and
yes.
gentlemen.
Forward.
We're going forward without the act
Mm-hmm.
in the forefront of our mind.
Yes.
You are now embracing the fact that the act is not going to be part of your history.
Yes.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to snap your fingers. You're not going to snap your fingers and find yourself smiling and loving on and accepting the behavior or the situation
Of
that
course
hurt
not.
you. You're not going to
Yes.
do that.
Of course not.
Because what we say, we have a mind. That hurt is remembered.
Because hurt. Mm-hmm.
Hurt. So
Yeah.
you're not going to be like, oh, kumbaya. No.
As soon as I'm done meditating, I'm good.
Yes. Forgiveness helps you go forward.
It
Yes,
does.
it does.
It does.
And that's what we're trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
You can't, that hurt, that remembered hurt, if you keep doing that, that remembered hurt cannot have weight on it. That's what we're saying. You're going to remember it, but it can't have weight on it. If that hurt has weight, then your heart and your mind is going to be heavy.
Yes, it is.
Like, you're going to remember it. Like we said, ain't nobody crazy. But you can't add weight to that remembrance.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're saying. We're embracing the foregoing of the act. Yes, that
it
happened.
Yes, it
However,
did. Mm-hmm.
That's
Mhm.
what we're saying. Embrace that. It happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then we moving forward.
Yes.
Forgiveness, like Kenny said here, helps you go forward.
Yeah, that's right. We keeping it real. We keeping it real, cuz. That's what Tiffany said. Because
Yes.
that's just the truth.
It is. And we all, and then too, Tiffany mentioned being Christians,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes as Christians you can say, oh, I got to forgive because,
Mm-hmm. But
that's the right thing to do. I
Right.
mean, it is the right thing to do.
Oh, yes.
But you don't want that fake forgiveness either, because you
And
can fall
that's
into
what
that.
we're trying to, yes,
That's why I
Lord.
talked about true
True
forgiveness.
forgiveness.
We're talking
Be
about
real with
truth. Be
yourself.
real.
That's why I said feel the feeling. on part one. You have to forget. You have to feel the feeling
That's right.
in your process.
That's right.
But going forward.
Going forward,
Mm-hmm.
without the act in your mind is what Gabrielle says. It's a symbol of maturity.
Yes.
It's symbolic of growth.
Mm-hmm.
It's symbolic. And then you know what growth does? It's getting us there. We almost there.
Oh, wait, before you say it.
Oh.
Rose said, "Thank you for these words. I needed to hear this, and this honestly helped guide me and help me move forward with a lot of things."
Oh my goodness. We
We
thank y'all.
thank you guys.
We thank y'all. We are here to help each other.
Listen.
That is what we are here to do.
That's the real truth.
We are life coaches that are here to help all of us. You guys help us.
Yes.
We help you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I always say the answer is not just in the teachers.
Mm-mm.
It's in the
It's
entire
entire.
group. If we unite together
Woo!
and put together some of that knowledge,
The
that
power is unstoppable.
unstoppable.
Yes.
Women, men,
Men.
hello.
Mm-hmm.
And so we thank you. I'm so happy this is helping. This has helped us.
It has.
It has helped us look deep within.
It did.
You
It
know?
really. Yes.
It really
Yes.
is.
When we first, we're going to that later, but
But
yes,
we talk about going forward. Going
Mhm.
forward. That is in growth. When you have that growth, you have that maturity.
Mm-hmm.
This is where boundaries come in.
Woo.
So Tiffany had asked that question.
So-
This is our third and final point,
Yes.
which is called
Boundaries,
boundaries, not walls.
Woo.
Come on now, write that down.
Boundaries,
Boundaries,
not
not
walls.
walls.
Mm-hmm.
Growth makes boundaries,
Not
not walls.
This is so true. All true.
All true. though.
Okay. Boundaries leave like open lines of communication.
That's right. Open lines.
Whereas walls shut off and shut out.
Mm.
Okay.
Y'all hear that? Say that
Okay.
again.
Okay. Boundaries
Mhm.
leaves the line of communication
Open.
open.
Mhm.
Open lines of communication.
Mhm.
Whereas the walls, they shut off and out.
Mm.
Shut off and out. So boundaries, you can still operate with the people.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. You can still work with them.
That's right.
You can still be around them.
That's
right.
right.
You know who they are and what they're capable of.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So you have the choice to operate within your knowledge.
That's right.
Just like an employer.
Yes.
An employer knows.
Walls separate. You right. You
Yes,
are. It divides,
It
bro.
divides.
Yes, it does.
It does, bro.
Yes, it does. Mhm.
Exactly. And see, and boundaries leave open. Okay, yes. Be cordial. That's right.
You gotta be cordial. You
have
can do
to.
that. That's a sign of growth. You have some boundaries. You be
do.
cordial.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Just like like with the employer knows what the employee is capable of, right?
Mhm.
So they know what to assign them according to their capabilities.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? With boundaries, you give it an opportunity to check their growth.
Ooh.
Sometimes they have understood what they did. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Or what they
right.
previously done to you.
That's right.
They might have taken ownership.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And they are trying to grow beyond what they have done. That could be possible. You know what I'm saying? Because we've all messed up. We've all done something wrong. And we have grown past where we once were.
Yes.
Right? So, and then the boundaries, you give you the opportunity to see if the relationship, hasn't improved,
Mhm.
in that area or not. Right?
That's right.
Okay? So where there are walls, it totally shuts them completely out.
Divide.
Separate.
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 Yes.
And then
Yes, bro. I'm getting excited. Yes. Oh, yes, Gap. tear down those walls.
Yes.
This is what we're talking about with true forgiveness.
Because now you totally done blocked off everything. All people, and sometimes whatever that one person has done to you, now you see 3, 4, 7, 10 people the same way you seen the one person that done that something to you. You know what I'm saying? So now you're even blocking them off as well.
But if you operate in true forgiveness with that one person, when that 17, 3, 4, 5 people come, guess what? You know how to handle it.
Yes, that's true. Now that is the truth. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to block off the opportunities to communicate. You know, no opportunities for growth, no opportunity to continue to work together to figure out, you know, where the relationship can go from there. You know, so with that being said, growth makes boundaries, not walls. So when you forgive people, you actually give a level of growth. So I'm just going to, you know, use my hands right here, right? So say you guys are both on this level, right? And they've done something to you, right? And you have now forgiven them. So forgiveness gives you a level of growth, right? So there's space.
You did it first.
So now there's space between you guys. You know how people say, oh, you can't, you're supposed to go back to the original way you guys once was, right? But if that person is here and they're still being messy, I'm coming to you, Tiffany, and they're still being messy and they haven't accepted, they haven't grown, and you guys are on a different level, and now it's space in between, which is the boundaries. Growth makes space in between. Now, when they start coming at you with the same mess and they still doing the same foolishness, and I believe I'm touching what she was saying, and you're here and they're here, it's going to go underneath you. It will not affect you the way it once was, the way it once did. The effect will be different because your level is here and they are still here. So everything runs underneath you.
What forgiveness is, what just did, what she saying, is what Ro just commented. Forgiveness elevates. Forgiveness elevates. So what they just did, come on.
But that's what it does. And I didn't realize that because I'm always got to stoop down. No, baby, you are rising. You're not stooping down. You're
rising.
You're not going underneath and saying, I forgive you, blah, blah. No, you are rising above. Now, if they take ownership, because a lot of people don't come back and apologize for what they did, what they said, and how they hurt you. I'm just being real. So they're not going to rise up with you. But there are some people who do, and you guys can still be on the same level. And still operate the same. That's why we said boundaries, not walls. So if there's space in between, that's your growth. They're not going to be on the same level, so the effect comes off differently.
Yes.
They won't be able to penetrate you when they was right here next to you doing those foul things. But when you hear, it's all underneath you.
All underneath.
It's all underneath.
All underneath you, below you. Come on now.
Yes.
I'm telling you, I know this one is a little longer, this live, but this is a really heavy subject. And if we got to talk about it some more and really get dig in there, we will. We can. But, you know, I love how she said that it is beneath you. It is beneath you.
It does. And what it also does is when the boundaries are given, it gives you a freedom to operate without holding it back. You know what I'm saying? You still are able to operate in freedom. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to. Yes, all underneath me. Yes, Tiff.
Yes.
Oh, it's okay, honey. But I just love the fact that when that came to my mind, because I personally used to, I felt like they were just using my forgiveness as, they could just do whatever they want to do to me, and she's going to forgive, and she's going to love on them, and they're going to be right back to where they once was. But then when I realized my level was going up, The growth was rising. I'm rising with the growth.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And
I'm
so when they
rising.
come back with that, you like, ooh, that's all. That didn't even affect me.
That didn't even affect
all
me.
You
It's
get
gonna do-
excited.
Bless their heart.
Ooh, bless their heart. They did that. Yes.
That is. And what we're saying is, forgiveness is a good thing.
It's a gift.
It's a gift.
Yes.
It's a gift. Kenny said, don't allow people to make you feel guilty about your growth.
Come on now, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Well, Erica said, I learned that staying mad and holding a grudge gives the other person the upper hand.
Yes,
Jump
Erica.
to the screen. That's the
It's
truth.
the truth. I had to learn that myself because I was a grudge holder. And you walk around heavy
Yes.
all the time, mad. When you see them, you like, oh, well, here
here
they
they
come.
come.
You know, you find yourself not going to places because you know they're
they
going to be
there.
present.
Oh,
you
they
know,
there. I'm not,
you
so
missing
you
out on
missing
things.
out. Yes.
So she is so right. Holding them grudges.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! But you
Ooh,
got.
she said, let it go and rise up. Break those chains.
Come on,
girl.
Dad.
Yes.
You are so right. Yes. All right, Terry. That's the
Yes,
truth.
Terry.
I hope
Yes.
y'all writing these notes down. You
If
know.
not, you better go back and get it. Yes.
You think Kitty said you think you're better than me? No, I just think I'm better than I
What
used
I
to be.
used to be. No.
Yes.
How about I know that I'm better than what I used to be?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Because
Yes.
the level of growth, the space in between.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The level of growth, the space in between, and what we did was, and we're ending it now, but what we're saying, when you process the act,
Yes.
number one, and then begin to embrace how the act made you feel,
Mm-hmm.
you will begin to grow in a different space in the presence of the offender.
That's growth, baby. That's growth,
Come on now.
baby. All day long.
You will begin to grow. Come on now.
Mhm.
In the presence.
In the present. Oh, wait, yep, that's it.
So overcoming hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that does? Overcoming hurt now defines you. That measure of hurt can sometimes be a way to say, hey, I'm stronger than what I thought.
Yes.
That's what Kenny touched on.
Yes.
Hey,
yes.
I'm stronger than what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
That is an accomplishment.
Yes, it is.
Give yourself a hand. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that. Hey, I'm stronger than what I thought. I said, can you forgive me first?
Yes.
I didn't know that was in me. Woo! Come on now.
Mhm.
You don't want to do that?
It
But when
releases
you
you,
overcome,
Woo!
when you overcome
Overcome
that
that-
hurt, and you say, I'm sorry first. I'm strong now. That is what is defining me.
Yes.
So instead of saying I don't care about you. And,
Yeah.
I don't want to be
I ain't
around
worried about
you.
you. Uh-huh.
Now you're saying, forgive me.
Yes. Forgive me.
Forgive me.
One thing this is Sister Erica. One thing I learned from doing foster care was that hurt people, so just forgive.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. And
That's
that's what
the
I was
truth.
touching on, Erica.
Yes.
So instead of saying, I don't want to talk to them.
Talk to them for what?
You know?
Ugh.
I don't need you.
Nope.
I don't need you.
They're gonna need me before I need them. Uh-huh. Just
It
forgive.
doesn't matter to me.
Uh-huh. They'll be alright.
Instead of those are those walls.
That's the wall.
That's the walls. That's the divider.
Mhm.
That's the separator.
Yes.
Those
yes.
are those walls. I don't
Mhm.
care. Oh well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It is what it is.
Kenny said, this goes back to your redefining yourself. You used to be defined by the hurt. Now you're defined by the overcoming.
Yes.
I like that.
I like that, Kenny.
Yes.
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 You're defined by the overcoming.
Mm-hmm.
So as we close,
close.
this was an hour long.
Was it really?
Yes, girl, we was talking.
Woo,
Yes.
child.
But I just want to keep this in your mind. Forgive.
Mhm.
Write down the word forgive. And when you look at it, forgive. When you
Mhm.
look at it,
Mm-hmm.
it is a compound word made of two words. The word for and the word give. Y'all see that? I know y'all see that.
Give your gift.
So,
Mm-hmm.
forgive is for, that's one of those words,
For
you
mm-hmm.
to give
Mm-hmm.
to someone else.
Yes.
Huh?
Did y'all get that? Say it again, sis.
So, forgive is for
Mhm.
you to
To
give to someone else. So, yeah, we expect you to give while
We
you're hurting.
expect it.
We expect you to do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's true forgiveness.
Yes.
Yes, you have to give
Yes.
from a missing part of you.
yourself. Come on
You
now.
got to give from that part.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you have to give from that empty space.
Yes.
That empty part of you.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you have to do that. Yes, you have to give
Mm-hmm.
from a hurt part of you.
Yes, you do.
It is necessary.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It's
necessary.
necessary.
You have to do that.
Because you don't want to stay where you are anyway.
You want so that you can be free.
Woo! Freedom is everything.
You got to
Yes.
free yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's
Do
it.
it. Just do it.
You got to do that.
Just do it.
You got to do that.
And that's why we're here too. I know, like we said, we were on here for a little longer than usual, y'all.
Yes.
But we knew the depth. And we want to say that we're here. You know, we've said it before over and over, but we're here for you. We do our single sessions. All right? Call us. Reach out to us.
Yeah. Inbox.
Inbox us.
Mhm.
Email us.
Yes.
Call us. We are
We're
here.
for you.
Yes. Yes.
We're talking about forgiveness.
Yes.
We thank you guys for
We
chiming
do. We thank you.
in. We
And
thank
you guys are so
Erica.
loved. Yes.
Yes. Kenny.
Yes.
We thank you,
God.
Gab, Leandra,
Bro.
Rose.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, Terry,
Terry,
all you guys. But let's try to commit to.
All right, Tiffany.
Forgive
We love
me.
you guys.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Tiffany. I
Mhm.
mean, thank you.
And we hope we answered the questions as we went along.
And if you have
And
some
you
more,
have some,
inbox
inbox us. Call.
Yes.
Text.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And also, we have suggestions out there, you guys.
You want to hear another hot topic or a topic
Send
you
it
want to
to
talk
us.
about something? Send it to us.
Mm-hmm.
We're here to help, everyone elevate from silence.
Yes.
Get up out of
We
that
done
silence.
with silence. We done with that.
We done with that.
It's,
We excellent.
girl, we better get off of this. Don't
Yes.
let us start talking
We better-
about suffering in silence.
Yes.
now.
So
Thank
we
you
thank
guys.
you guys.
We love you.
We love you guys. Thank you guys
Thank you
for the support.
Yes.
She cuts
She
me
knows,
off all
she
the
knows.
time.
That's all, you know. All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.